everybody. Okay, it's Monday. We're back on the case here. So I want to explain one thing here. Okay, the way I title it is I put what the case is, and then I'm gonna put the day number at the end. So the title, and then whatever number is the day that we're on. So it's day 6. Um, okay. So I don't know if you guys saw a little video I did over the weekend about me changing my mind about how I thought the state had gotten the right guy, but then I was questioning because none of this stuff is making sense. And now I have a totally different perspective because I've been watching trial all day since about 10 o'clock this morning or something till now. And the only reason I'm taking a break is to do these videos, and also I had to do some life stuff. But the her boyfriend at the time, I think he's guilty. And the reason I say this is because allegedly, all the evidence that they had that I thought was going to point to the defendant doesn't point to him. It points to this guy. Also, I talk about body language and speech and everything all the time. Okay? I have 2 examples. His body language, and also I've been kind of studying body language for 3 years. Okay. So when you're telling a story, like I am now, there are not too many gaps in your language, and you can speak fluidly and whatever. Okay. When you start going, and stopping for any time, besides to, like, sometimes if you have a longer answer, you might have to cut off a little bit so that you can breathe, and then you keep going. But the way he was very suspicious, the way he was talking made me very suspicious of him. Because, okay, I'll give you one example and then I'll give you another example. All right, one example is they said, okay, what was your perception of how people were treating you after they found out about the incident, right? So he says, well, I felt like the police were gazing upon me. Okay. No. Let me just say, number one, I'm educated. I have a high school diploma and a college degree. Okay? And also, I have common sense, a lot of common sense. Okay? No one I know with degrees talks like this guy. They just don't. Okay? Nobody says somebody gazed upon me. You say they looked at me, they stared at me. Something like that. More like that than what he said. And all his answers were very measured. And also about the body language. Okay, so, and this I've learned from the behavioral panel, which I've talked about their videos. Thank you for the education because I use it now. Okay, so there's a thing that some people do when they're guilty. And I've seen a lot of videos, and this happens every time. One thing happens, they start getting really quiet. Okay, like, you know how I'm speaking now, this level. Imagine if I started going, well, that would be a difference in level, like tone. Okay, this guy had that. And then also there's a body language thing happens called turtling. Okay, when as a species, humans, when we don't like something, we turtle, which means we get smaller. Imagine yourself, you're a turtle. You have a shell. if you don't like something, you go back in your shell, right? Okay, this is what this guy was doing. Not like very much where you say, wow, you know, but I've learned enough to know that's what was happening here. It's too, and all the answers he had were too coincidental. He was too familiar with people. It was just, it read as off. The whole thing was off. I don't, I don't buy it. Um, I think he knows. I think he's more involved than he wants us to believe, and I think he was involved, and he wants us to believe he wasn't. Like everything is too coincidental and everything. I don't. No, no. The alarm bells that everybody has are going off like you would not believe for this guy, and I don't believe him. I don't believe him. Everything in my body says no. No. This is day 6. So once again, there might be some more evidence that comes out that makes somebody else appear more culpable than this, but I don't believe so. We shall see. All right. Bye, everybody.